turnout. Absolutely, the hall's packed to the rafters. Just on behalf of the Right2Water unions, I'd like to welcome you here today on Mayday, International Workers' Day, and greetings and solidarity on this very special day for workers. My name is John Douglas, as already been said. I'm the General Secretary of Mayday Trade Union, one of the Right2Water unions. I've asked me to the proceedings here today. The Right2Water unions are proud to be associated with the mass mobilisation of Irish citizens in our struggle for the abolition of unfair and regressive water charges. We are committed to continue in our campaign for the complete abolition of water charges and to make these charges a major issue in the next general election, and that is our promise. It's very appropriate that today's event is being held on May Day, because never before has the mobilisation of workers, employed and unemployed, young and old, private and public, been so necessary. The current mainstream media and political commentary is that Ireland is now through the worst of the austerity measures, and that we can all look forward to a period of sustained growth and prosperity, and that the rising tide will raise all ships. What a load of bull. The communities we represent benefit little from the so-called boom, but have the full weight of the burst heaped upon them. Many lost their jobs, their brothers and sisters of emigration, their homes, their financial and mental well-being were destroyed. They were made the economic cannon fodder to save a corrupt and unjust financial system, not only in Ireland but across Europe, despite what Mr. Treacy went saying on the TV last night. The well-being of our society and of its citizens, and particularly the most vulnerable in society, is largely determined by political choices. The danger for our members and our communities is that the same political and economic elite will make again the same political and social choices they did before, in their own self-interest and the interest of their class. They will build their infrastructure of disadvantage, inequality and injustice. This is why today's conference and the conference on the 13th of June are so important. They allow us the space to create alternatives, a vision for a fairer society, an economy that serves society rather than enslaves society. There are many of us in this room who have, from different political organisations, from different community groups, different individuals with different experience. We do not agree on everything. We do not agree on every policy measure. We do not agree on every tactic. Many of us, in fact, are still developing tactics and policies. But it's broadly safe to say that we're all from progressive forces within society. The scourge of progressive forces to date is that one or other will believe that they have the one true gospel, and that others are somehow less worthy. And maybe this is understandable to a degree, because as progressive forces, we are based on value systems that matter to us and to our communities. So today, nobody is right, and today, nobody is wrong. Nobody is more progressive than another. We agree to disagree, and on some issues, while respecting each other and others. We all form part, I believe, a river of consciousness which flows for social justice. This has been the glue that has held the water movement together. It's its strength and what made it effective and makes it effective today. The Irish water movement is bigger and stronger than the sum of its parts. It is not owned by any one person, any one group, any political party. Rather, it is facilitated by all. The movement, while making strides, I believe, and others believe, has not reached its full potential. Hence today and the 13th of June are vital. Today we will hear from other citizens' movements across Europe. Hear how they turn citizens' movements into political success. How often diverse groups work together in unity to challenge the dogma of the political and economic elite. We are pleased to welcome in solidarity Syriza from Greece, the Damas from Spain, the Berlin Water Movement from Germany, and speakers from Ireland who are also challenging the system that has enslaved our citizens in debt, unemployment and poverty. And importantly, there will be plenty of time for all of you to make your own contributions. Finally, at conclusion, we will circulate a short pamphlet of policy principles for a progressive Irish government of the future. This document is meant to be thought-provoking and is not definitive. It is by no means the finished article. It covers just 7 policy principles in the broadest brushstrokes possible. They are underpinned by a value system of justice, fraternity, liberty and solidarity. They are broad because they invite your contribution to flesh them out. We ask that you make these contributions before the next conference on the 13th of June, at which we will discuss how together we can achieve these principles politically and socially. And finally, I would like to also invite all of you here this afternoon to the International Workers' Day demonstration, which starts from Parnell Square at 6:30 p.m. The demonstration is for decency, fairness and respect at work, and for the abolition of regressive water charges. Please come along and support the Dunnes Stores workers, the bus workers. So let us respect our differences and make what unites us our strength. And finally, on behalf of Mayday Trade Union, we'll be missing me not to thank everybody in this room for all the support that you gave the Dunnes Stores workers on the 2nd of April. It was much appreciated by the workers. It helped immensely. The next phase of that campaign will be a national demonstration where we will be organising a national demonstration the 6th of June, which is a Saturday, which we hope to have a mass mobilisation of workers, of progressive forces, of political groups onto the streets of Dublin, and we'll be marching to Margaret Heffernan's Dunnes Stores head office to tell her to treat our workers fairly, with respect, with decent incomes, decent contracts and a living wage. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the day.